2IT Sports talking boxing as always with our guy Robert Exel, the editor-in-chief of boxing.com. Robert, let me ask you, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was fined $900,000 and suspended 9 months. Nines are wild with Chavez Jr. for not necessarily testing, having a positive drug test for performance-enhancing drugs, but actually it was for a positive drug test for marijuana. Now, this is pretty interesting because, look, he has had a clouded past. People have questioned his work ethic. He has been in trouble for drunk driving. He also tested positive for furosemide, and he was fined $10,000 for that and suspended 6 months. Doesn't it seem a little ridiculous that he's, I mean, like, look, Bob Arum said 9 months is okay. But the fact that he was fined $900,000, doesn't that seem a little ridiculous?
I think that's the understatement of the day. I think it's very ridiculous. I mean, what is it exactly that he had done? He smoked a joint a week or 2 or 6 or 7 days before the fight. I mean, it's not a performance-enhancing drug. If anything, it inhibited his performance because it's marijuana. It's not a steroid. I think that the penalty is way, way, way overblown, and I'm wondering exactly why it is that he was penalized so much money and so much time. Basically, when Tyson bit off a chunk of Holyfield's ear and spat it onto the canvas, he was fined $3 million.
Right.
So can we assume that Chavez's offense was 1/3 as bad as Tyson's? I mean, that's the conclusion we're led to believe. It's
an absolutely ridiculous claim from the NSAC, the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They put in a vote, and they voted in favor of this ruling 3-2. Chavez Jr. claimed that he had visa issues, so he could not make it. However, he was on a call with Bob Arum and the NSAC. Now, he pled for leniency, which was a $10,000 fine and 6 months suspension. The suspension, however, starts from when he fought Sergio Martinez. Of course, that was a 12-round decision loss for him. Now, Pat Lundvall also said this. She also noted that this was Chavez's second offense and that he had also falsified his pre-fight medical questionnaire by not disclosing his marijuana usage, which he was claiming was for medicinal reasons to reduce his stress. If he is allowed to smoke marijuana in, let's say, Los Angeles, where he claimed he got it from a friend who is from LA, apparently he is not allowed to smoke in Nevada, and obviously it deals with the rules and regulations of the Sergio Martinez fight. I think it's safe to say that there are flaws within the NSAC, but isn't this one that can be changed, or is this just a bigger issue than we can possibly alter?
He was already penalized for the first offense for the diuretic. He was already penalized for drunk driving. He was already penalized for all these other things. So this penalty can only be about the marijuana. And like you say, if he smoked it in a place where it's legal, exactly what is the issue here? I'm not sure. I mean, in a way, it seems as though the NSAC is attempting to sort of give Chavez Jr. like a kick in the butt, sort of reminding him that he is an example. He's this, he's that. I mean, that he needs to sort of get himself in line if he's going to be taken seriously in the fight game. I don't know that that's really their place. I think that they've overreacted. I think that the time, in a sense, doesn't really fit the crime, and that it really needs to be looked at. I mean, of course, Las Vegas, as we know, is Sin City, so I find it a bit disingenuous for the Nevada State Athletic Commission to sort of wrap itself in this cloak of sanctity and to be ruling so harshly on Chavez Jr.
What would be the correct reaction by the NSAC? What should be the correct judgment on this? Should he be fined? Should he be suspended?
Sure, find him something that's moderate. I mean, give him a slap on the wrist, the way they do with all these people who sort of fail drug tests for steroids. I mean, give him a slap on the wrist. I mean, send him a message. But this sort of $900,000 penalty is just way, way over the top, inexplicable, and in a way unforgivable. And I think that the NSAC has done themselves a disservice, all right, because it's hard to take them seriously when they overreact about something that is really essentially a minor offense.
In an era where Manny Pacquiao is robbed against Timothy Bradley and Gabriel Campillo is robbed against Tavoris Cloud, we still have what seems like bigger issues than solving the integrity of the game. Robert Exel, the editor-in-chief of Boxing.com. You can follow him on Twitter at boxing_com and follow his great writing at www.boxing.com. Thank you, Robert.